Now that our recruits know when to use a multiplication operation and have learned the basic terms they need to run the op, Agent 007 will impart to them something that is invaluable to anybody who wants to master Spycraft 101. Let's join them and see what our very special agent has planned for them today.
Well, I hope you had a refreshing break while I was out and about. Next on the agenda, I want to talk to you about something that's going to be invaluable to you in your training as an operative. Most people refer to this as intuition. I simply call it my gut. No matter what name you give it, what I'm talking about is the ability to have a sense about how an operation is going, whether it's right on track or about to derail. Just know this. The more you carry out operations, the more these instincts will develop. But here are a few rules that can sharpen your instincts right from the start. The first rule says that when both factors of a multiplication operation are even, the resulting product will also be even. I want you to write this rule on your whiteboard using the following shorthand. E times E equals E. What do you suppose the E stands for?
Even!
Quite right. Now, the second rule says that when one of the factors is even and the other is odd, product will be even. So, on your whiteboards, write this shorthand. And the O stands for
Hi!
yes indeed. So far we have said the product of two even factors will be even, and the product of an even factor and an odd factor will also be even. I wonder if we'll ever get an odd product. What say you, recruits? Any thoughts?
Maybe when both factors are odd, you'll get an odd product.
Good work. Now, I'm quite certain you've already figured out the shorthand for this rule, so go ahead and add it to your whiteboards as well. Now, show me your boards. Nicely done, recruits. Now, does anyone see how these rules might be helpful to you as you learn your basic facts? Take some time to think about it. You there, what do you think?
I noticed that there would be a lot more even products than odd ones, since even times even equals even, and even times odd equals even.
Excellent observation. As a matter of fact, 3 out of every 4 basic multiplication facts will have an even product. Any more thoughts about how these rules might be helpful? Take your time and think about it.
I was thinking, the rules give me fewer numbers to choose from. For example, if I know the product will be odd, I can eliminate all the even numbers. But if I know the product will be even, I can get rid of all the odd numbers.
That, my dear recruits, is a perfect example of how these rules can help you. They may not give you the product, but they will most certainly get you closer by narrowing down the possibilities. Let's just take a look at a few examples that will help us understand why these rules work. Imagine there were 6 bicycles, and your job was to determine the total number of wheels on all 6 bikes. Will this be a fitting use of a multiplication operation?
Yeah, because you have groups, the bikes, and an equal number of objects in each group, the wheels.
Splendid. Now, on your boards, write the code for this operation, and show me your code once you have it. Nicely done, recruits. Now, I know you're probably bursting out the seams to tell me the total number of wheels, but that's not what I'm looking for. Rather, I want you to tell me if the product of this operation will be odd or even, and which rule you use to help you make that determination.
It will be even. Because even times even equals even.
Exactly. Furthermore, I would like to point out that rules are made from things you notice. Your brain, no doubt, has a sense about the outcome of this operation based solely on what you observe. Thoughts, anyone?
I know that whenever I see things in pairs, like with the wheels on these bikes, the total will be an even amount.
Well done. That is precisely the kind of perception that distinguishes a good operative from an outstanding one. Now, if I add one more bike to the ones already displayed, how many bikes will there be?
7!
Yes, indeed. And 7 is my favourite number, you know.
Permission to speak freely, sir?
Permission granted.
I think we have all perceived that to be true.
Is it really that obvious?
It is.
Yep.
I'm afraid so.
So much for subtlety, eh? Now, where were we? Oh yes, I remember. Will the total number of wheels be odd or even?
It'll be even, because even though there's an odd number of bikes, all the wheels are still in pairs.
Brilliant observation. Now, time to change things up a bit. What if there were 6 tricycles? Will the total number of wheels be odd or even? Try not to resort to merely counting them. Remember, good operatives notice things. They are quick to spot patterns, right?
Oh, I see. There's going to be an even number of wheels.
You're definitely onto something. Can you explain to your fellow recruits here?
I'll try. Every trike has one pair of wheels and an odd wheel. So one trike would have an odd number of wheels. But the next trike also has an odd wheel. So the 2 odd wheels can be paired up to make an even number of wheels. So every pair of trikes will have an even number of wheels. So 2, 4, 6. 6 trikes will have an even number of wheels. I get it. But if you added one more trike,
Like this?
then you'd have an odd wheel.
Well done. Now, for a bit of practice, we're going to play a little game. I'm going to show you the code for a few pairs of factors, and I don't want you to even attempt to find the product. All I want you to do is write an O if you think it will be odd, or an E if you think it will be even. Ready?
Wow, the recruits did an amazing job with this activity. Now, I challenge you to try it. Now, those were some very helpful rules. Rules you will definitely want to utilize to help you develop those instincts that will serve you well as a math operative. Join us next time when the recruits delve into learning their 100 basic multiplication facts. See you then.